Good morning. It is so good to be with you once again on this Friday morning to tell you what's going on at Dallas First Christian Church and to invite you to be part of our community of faith here this coming Sunday. We gather at our new time in May at noon for our time of study. We are looking through the video series called Patterns of Evidence, and we're looking specifically at the crossing of the Red Sea, where the host takes us through different places, different possibilities, different theories about where the crossing of the Red Sea happened and what it might have been like when the Israelites crossed that Red Sea on their exodus out of Egypt. We'll gather in our sanctuary at 1 o'clock for our time of worship together. And we're still in the transition process of figuring out how to transition from family life service to our service. And so we ask for your patience, but we look forward to what God is going to do in that relationship and in this partnership together. In worship, we'll be looking at the story of David in our series of Redeeming Failures. It's a story that is not often thought about when we think about King David. Oftentimes we'll think about David with the slaying of Goliath or David as the shepherd boy. Yet this story from 2 Samuel is a story of David's failures, his sin, and God's grace. And it's a great story, and it's an encouraging one for us even today. So we encourage you to come and be a part of that. I also want to challenge you to figure out what happens in the springtime. Oftentimes when it comes to spring, we'll think about flowers blooming, trees leafing out. Even some will say that that's when the orange construction signs come out. But there's something else that happens in the springtime in this story. And I want to challenge us to kind of look at that because it is part of the story. And so we look at the story of David in our series of Redeeming Failures and what that means for us even today. Also, reminder that Sunday is our Fill Our Cart for the Dallas Food Bank. So bring your canned, non-perishable toiletries to be a part of the Dallas Food Bank and helping those who are food scarce at this time. This is also Mother's Day, so we'll be remembering our mothers. And it is also a time where we get to gather together for prayer. Just speaking of prayer for a moment, this morning I had the opportunity to be a part of a Friday popcorn day at one of the local schools where we made popcorn for the school, for the kids for later in the day. While I was making it, I was praying for those students and the different classrooms as we filled the boxes for those classrooms. Praying for the students and the teachers and the things that happen not only in the school there, but as they go home and live there and do the things that they do around the community. So my question is, number one, who are you praying for? How can you pray for our community, for the needs that are around you and your family? But also, how can we pray for you? If you have a special prayer need that you'd like to share, you could email me at pastormdarren@yahoo.com or leave a comment with this video, and we'll be glad to be praying for you and add you to our prayer list. Prayer is powerful, and we do believe in the power of prayer. So we look forward to seeing you. I hope you enjoy this weekend with the sunshine, and I look forward to seeing you as part of the community of faith here at Dallas First Christian Church. And may God's peace and God's presence be with you. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.